Have no fear, fellow citizens. The Mediator is here.
Good morning and welcome to this week's edition of The Mediator with me, your host, Brian West, here to give you the top 8 headlines and developing news stories that made it throughout the week. Now, as usual, I'll go through the top 8 local news stories that made it in first. Then we may do a movie clip, a skit, or something that's going on in the community. Then I'll give you the top 8 international news stories that made it in this week. So let's waste no time. Let's get to it. Let's get to the top 8 local stories that made it in this week. Story number 1. Covelli St over Northside Hospital. The state has chosen the Covelli St to house patients affected by the coronavirus. There may be some hidden details in the fine print on why the Covelli St was chosen, seeing that there's plenty of real estate on the north side of Youngstown, specifically designed for health care. Now, this decision has left some Ohioans scratching their heads, but I'm sure more explanations will be coming in the upcoming weeks. Curiosity bumped this story into the top 8. Story number 2, the coronavirus is hitting car sales in a bad way. This is usually the best time of the year to buy a car. Well, the coronavirus has changed that. Car sales in the Valley and the United States have been hit hard. That means they're on the downswing because of the coronavirus. Many dealers have moved to online strategies to try to keep up in this emerging and ongoing epidemic known as the coronavirus. Story number 3. Prison system seeing a spike in coronavirus cases. In the midst of all of this madness, prisons are now seeing an uptick and a spike in coronavirus cases, mainly in Elkton, Ohio, where Governor DeWine is set to send in the National Guard. Prisons are having a problem with separation, keeping inmates separated, and are in dire need of test kits. Story number 4. Low oil prices makes a big difference. Vallourec is set to lay off 59 workers due to the hits that the oil and gas industry have been taking. The fall of gas prices will make a huge difference in the energy sector and businesses that rely on oil and gas. We will see how these changes take place in the upcoming weeks as the coronavirus saga continues. Story number 5. Teachers, local teachers, are not giving up on their students. Yes, that's good. Local teachers have been hitting the video market to make sure that their students don't stop the learning process. They've been posting videos on social media and doing their best to assist in the homeschooling process. This could be beneficial because lost time in school could really affect a child's academic potential in the long run. Shout out to all of the local teachers who are trying hard to stay in the fight. Story number 6. Big upgrades to bridges and roads. Usually after the winter, residents in the valley have a hard time with potholes. Now residents will see an investment by the Ohio Department of Transportation with more than $100 million in projects. This includes culverts, bridge work, and surfacing. Now, 12 bridges are set for upgrades in Youngstown, so keep an eye on the speed limit changes while the work is being done. And also be prepared to make detour route adjustments so you can get to where you're going on time. Story number 7 and the top 2 local stories that made it in this week. News stories. Valley mysteriously leads the state in coronavirus deaths. As coronavirus deaths continue to increase, it remains a mystery on how the Mahoning Valley leads the state in deaths. Last check, the valley had 300 cases of coronavirus and 19 deaths. The Mahoning County's population as of 2019 was around 230,898 people. That's one of the smallest populations in the state, which is why it remains a mystery as the state tries to gain control of the spread of the coronavirus. Story number 8, the lucky number 8 boss top local story that made it this week. This may be the best time to improve your deal-making skills. In the midst of up and down demand and hardship, this may be the perfect time to start making some deals, especially when it comes to legislation. Many businesses have been teaming up to do just that. They are connecting and learning from each other. They're starting to team up and trying new ways to please their customers in the midst of all the madness. Local residents can do the same thing with landowners, and when looking for work, they can do the same thing. The majority of affected deals rely on what you have to offer and what the person in need will accept. Well, those are our top 8 local stories that made this week. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. You are in the Mediator with me, Brian West. Don't go anywhere.
If you need help, then dial your operator.
Have no fear, fellow citizens. The Mediator is here.
If you want to check out the stories that almost made it in or did make it in, go to our Twitter feed on our website. Check out everything. All of the sources are there. Go to the website. It's method8inc.com, method8inc.com, where you can buy something, click on something, watch something, read something, or just sponsor a program.